Hey, what's up guys? It's Kopo here. I am back and just wanted to thank you guys all for the subs. We got over 100 subs now. So most of those subs came from the Arcane guide, so I wanted to just touch up a few things for you Arcane Mage players out there. I wanted to give you guys some advanced tips and tricks to really just getting a lot more damage out. So one thing I want to cover for you guys is to show you how to do a real proper cheese opener with cheesing this Prophecy of Fear trinket. So, I've discussed this with many people on how to actually do this properly, and many people will say you want to cast 2 Arcane Blasts on the boss, and then go into your Prismatic Crystal and, all your cooldowns. Some people will say you want to cast 1 time, and then you want to drop your stuff. But all that's speculation. Personally, I really believe you need to line your ring up. So you want to line your ring up with the cooldowns. So I think it's best to pop the ring always on the pull of most bosses. So generally speaking, I have been casting my crystal with no stacks at all. No stacks. So you just straight pop cooldowns. It's like the DBM timer's going down. 3, 2, 1. When it's at like 2, you pop your crystal right away and instantly just start burning. Or if the boss has to be moved to a location, you can wait. On that, you can wait and pop your crystal like just right at the 0 mark and get it in the proper location. So the whole point is, in my mind, if you're casting once and dropping your crystal, like your trinket could proc on that cast, and it's actually really likely that it's gonna proc on that first cast. And then if you cast twice, that's even more likely that it's gonna proc. You're probably better off if you cast twice and the trinket does not proc, but just as a general, just to be safe and totally cheese, you can just drop the crystal. You'll get a really good burst, and like everyone's happy. So I'll show that to you guys. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the arcane missiles. So a lot of people have given me a lot of crap lately about, hey, I see in your videos you're not putting any arcane missiles into your crystal, and I have started putting 1 arcane missile into the crystal, and that's just like, say, during the fight. You pop your cooldowns. You don't have a trinket proc, so because obviously you'd put them into the crystal if you had the mark on the crystal. But anyway, let me just clarify this. When you have arcane power up, Arcane Blast does the most damage, no matter how much mana you got. So and you're machine gunning them out so fast that overall it's more damage. So the bottom line is, if you can machine gun those arcane blasts out and have 0 mana at the 0 mark of your, like when arcane power ends and you have 0 mana, like you want to do that. Like you want them both to end at the same time. You want to unload all that mana at the same time that your arcane power ends. So the only reason during the burn to arcane missile on the crystal or on the boss, whatever, the only reason is so that you don't overlap your mana. So for example, now that I have a little bit more gear, if I just spam arcane blast and don't use any arcane missiles, I am going to lose my mana. I'm going to have 0 mana and like 2 to 3 seconds still left on my arcane power, and that's a waste of damage. So because of that, now I can use my arcane missiles on my crystal. I can do 1 or 2. It just kind of depends on weapon procs and stuff. But just to be safe, for me right now, I'd say I'd do 1 or 2 arcane missile procs on my crystal, and it's just so that I don't run out of mana. That's the only reason for that. So a lot of people were giving me a lot of garbage about not casting arcane missiles on my crystal. It's like, well, you're probably a lot more geared than I was. You know what I mean? You're probably not running out of mana. Or maybe you are running out. Maybe they are running out of mana. Anyway, so let me. I figure I'll just show you a quick opener to see if I get a proc. So this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna just pop all the cooldowns right off the bat. Okay, and we're gonna cheese the Prophecy of Fear trinket onto the crystal. And it's your best chance scenario of getting that proc on the crystal. And it still might not happen, you kind of get screwed, but you know, what can you do? So let's just do this real quick here. So I got a little macro here that's going to pop those. I got some buffs up. I'm just going to use this Rune of Power just because we're just standing here. So let's go ahead and we're going to do a pre-pot. We're going to pop those cooldowns, and then we're going to go. So here we go. Alright, let's burn. We're going to get... Look, see? On the crystal. Now we need some... Can we get some procs? There's one. Oh, we're only going to get one. Oh, I didn't make the Presence of Mind in time. And I did one too many blasts there. And then you're going to conserve. See, I have 3 stacks, so I'm going to use the... And then... Bam. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And then the last thing you really want to do when you're conserving is, when you get your cooldowns up again, you don't actually want to pop them right away. You want to wait for the ring. You want to wait for the ring to come back up. It's way more damage to just line everything up with the ring. So we're just gonna conserve through. I might have been able to do one more blast right there. You pretty much just never want your mana to stay full. I explained the conserve pretty well in my Arcane guide, so I'm not really too worried about you guys. I think you guys understand that pretty well. Alright, see, our cooldowns are up. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait here for the ring to come up. It's just how long we got? We got about 15 seconds, then we're gonna get that ring up. So you can see my DPS here on the meter, and it should go up quite a bit. Oh, there goes my my trinket proc that I wanted for my ring. Let's see if I can get these Arcane missiles out. Okay, so we're gonna pop the cooldowns again here, guys. So we're gonna unload these missiles, and then you want to pop the cooldowns. And let's see. So I'm gonna use one Arcane missile on the crystal because I have enough haste now. And let's get the Presence of Mind. Nope, didn't get the Presence of Mind in. Sometimes that doesn't work out for me. Bam. And that's it. We're done. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk to you guys about. Just wanted to make sure you guys really understood that opener a lot better. You can decide what you want to do. If you want to cast once, drop the crystal. That's on you. If you want twice on the crystal, that's on you. And I hopefully explained what I was trying to talk about the Arcane missiles. It's just a mana thing. And obviously before you burn, you want to unload all of your Arcane missiles so you can proc pets. And if you get pets out during your burn, that's amazing. That's just great. That's 12% damage per pet, and it's multiplicative damage, so it's a lot of damage. And then lastly, line up your cooldowns with the ring. So I mean, you really want to get with your guild and figure out when you're ringing and the best times to do that. Usually you just want to do it on cooldown. Occasionally there's a fight where you want to actually line it up with some ads or something, but yeah, that's about it. But thanks, guys. I appreciate all the subs, and hope this is helpful for you guys, and that you know, it was clear enough that you could understand. So thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you guys later.